Now today we are going to be talking about Dan Heng's Lightcone, and of course his whole banner, because that is a very important factor in which you should summon on or not. We're going to be talking about the 4 stars, we're going to be talking about the 5 stars, what they do, how good they are, how many characters can use them, and in all honesty this is all very important when it comes to how many characters can use them, just because you don't want to end up pulling for a Lightcone or getting Lightcones that are going to be in the 4-star lineup that you're not going to be able to use on anyone, or only to use on one character, because if you stop using that character, then the character is, or the Lightcone is pretty much gone. So let's go ahead and start talking about the 5-star Lightcone, because I know everyone wants to know what it does and how good is it, how universal is it. We're going to go ahead and start talking about Brighter Than the Sun, which is Dan Heng's 5-star Lightcone. Now talking about the passive, it's going to be increase the wearer's crit rate by 18%, which holy, that is a lot of crit rate. When the wearer uses their basic attack, they will gain 1 stack of Dragon's Call for 2 turns. Each stack of Dragon's Call increases the wearer's attack by 18% and energy regeneration rate by 6%. Dragon's Call can be stacked up to 2 times. Now, some people are already confused. I've seen some comments on the Lightcone itself or somewhere around YouTube that some people are like, why would I want basic attacks to actually give me those buffs? Why would I want to use basic attacks with them? Well, that is going to be his main source of damage, because some people are confusing that his skills are going to be where he gets his damage from. That is incorrect. The skill points that you're going to be using when it comes to level 1, 2, or 3, that is actually going to be funneled into your basic attack, and that is going to change the way your basic attack behaves. So yes, the basic attack is correct. It is stated correct in the Lightcone. It is going to benefit him from all sorts of damage that he does, because he technically can only do damage from his ultimate and his basic attack. So thinking about the Lightcone itself, the crit rate already is absolutely amazing for this Lightcone. 18% is pretty crazy, and then using your basic attack is going to give you attack increase and energy regeneration rate, which I think is very strong and something that every character you can use for sure. Now, characters that can use this, in all honesty, can be someone like Clara, to be honest, because this is a destruction Lightcone. Getting that crit rate wouldn't be too bad for her. Being able to basic attack and then get your attack percent, which is not bad. Again, you're going to be hitting harder on your counters. And then the main thing you want to think about is the energy regeneration rate. Although it is small, you're still going to end up getting more ults than usual when it comes to having this Lightcone on and off. Now, having that 12% extra energy regeneration rate, that's going to help her taunt more. That's going to help her get her ult off, get those nasty counters. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with this Lightcone for sure. And I can pretty much see every destruction character being able to use this Lightcone as long as they scale off of attack. Now, for characters like Blade, it is potentially can be used. You still get that crit rate. You still get that energy regeneration rate. The only thing that's wasted is attack. So anything that's going to be non-scaling off attack, you are going to be losing that benefit of getting that attack, because it's not going to really help you. But for majority of what I would assume most DPSs will scale off of, which is attack, I think this is going to be a very strong Lightcone and a very good one for the far future. I do think this one is really nice on Dan Heng and other destruction characters that will come out in the future, and the ones that we currently have as well. Now let's go ahead and start talking about the 4-star lineup, because I know a lot of people are very excited to know what is going to be on the 4-star lineup, so that I know if I'm going to be getting anything with my summons. Now, when it comes to the 4-star lineup on the Dan Heng banner, you're going to be looking at Dance Dance Dance, Planetary Rendezvous, and Landou's Choice. Now, Dance 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 and Planetary Rendezvous, we already know, because we've already seen them on so many banners, that these cards are very good. Dance Dance Dance, of course, being Asta's, I guess you could say, signature Lightcone, in my honest opinion, just because, holy crap, does this sync with her very well. Not only is Asta going to be giving you speed increase, but when she uses her ultimate, she's actually going to be giving you advance forward if you have this Lightcone on. Now, of course, this can go on any Harmony character, but the fact that Asta is on Dan Heng's banner, and then we also have Dance Dance Dance, is overall just an amazing Lightcone to have on your account, and one that you should build up for sure, because it's going to give you so many extra turns, so many extra attacks. It's going to be definitely worth it when you are running Dance 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 on Asta. Now, something that also is very good is going to be Planetary Rendezvous again. Now, this one is going to be giving you, after entering battle, if an ally deals the same damage type as the wearer, damage dealt increases by 12%. So that's a final, I guess you could say, modifier when it comes to calculating your damage. So that is a very strong one. And guess who this would be really nice on? This can be really good on Tengyun. This could be really good on Asta. But the main focus we're looking at here, because of Dan Heng, is going to be the character in his 4-star lineup, which is actually going to be Yukong. Yukong is going to be the character that would end up running this, because yes, she does imaginary damage and so does Dan Heng, so you would end up getting that 12% extra damage when it comes to Dan Heng actually doing his work or his DPS. Now, the thing that's really cool with this, not only are you getting that 12% from Planetary Rendezvous, you're also going to be getting a certain percentage from Yukong herself through her traces, where she's going to be buffing up imaginary damage. And oh my god, I know it's going to be hard to try to put them together, but that just sounds so fun and a lot of extra damage, especially with her having crit rate and crit damage when it comes to her bowstring buff. Holy crap, that is a lot of buffs you can give the Dong Hong for sure, and something I hope I get E6 for, because that would be one of the craziest team setups for sure. If you can get E6 with Planetary Rendezvous all the way super in position, that will be an insane team. Oh my god, I cannot wait. But yes, these are two very good Lightcones already. These are going to be very nice to have on your account, very nice to have multiple copies of, and they work with the characters that are going to be on Don Hong's banner for sure. And then the last, I guess you could say, Lightcone that's going to be on the banner is Landau's Choice, which is going to be the wearer is most likely to be attacked, but damage taken is reduced by 60%. This can go good on pretty much any preservation character, in all honesty. If you don't have any of the 5-star versions, this is a pretty good one, just because you are going to be taking that taunt a little bit more than the other characters, which is what you want with the preservation character. And then the last thing is going to be get that damage reduced by 16%. If you super in position up to 5, I think that's 32%. That is an insane amount. If you've ever used Fire Trailblazer, having that 50 to 60% damage reduction, you will see the difference from having no damage reduction to 50%. You are taking no damage from any attack that comes your way. This is a very, very strong thing to have, especially on preservation characters that want to take those attacks and that don't want to take as hard of a hit when they are taking those attacks. So yes, I do think this banner overall is very, very strong, just because a lot of the Lightcones that are in here, especially the 5-star and the 4-star lineups, they're all pretty good on multiple different characters. The 5-star Lightcone is going to be great on any future destruction character for sure, just because getting that 18% crit rate already really good, and it has a very easy condition to successfully get when it comes to actually getting those stacks of that 18% for your attack, and also that energy regeneration rate, which I think is very strong. It can be very, very good on multiple characters in the future. I still kind of want to try this on Clara, just because that energy regeneration rate, having that is going to help her get her taunt super, super fast, especially if you're already countering enemies or using your skill. You're going to be getting a lot of ults off, and you're going to be keeping up those really strong counters that Suvrog does when he ends up using the ults. And then of course, I already said the 4-stars, all these are pretty good. Dance 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 can be worked on any Harmony character for sure, but Asta, since she is free to play and she's an amazing character that you should have built up, this is a very great Lightcone for her. It's just overall just insane amount of turns, insane amount of speed. You just really want to have this Lightcone leveled up. Planetary Rendezvous will forever be an amazing Lightcone for sure, just because when it comes to having certain characters, and we're going to have buffers for every type eventually, we are going to be able to use this on all of those buffers, and they're going to end up helping those DPSs that really need it. So Tingyun, Asta, Bronya, all these other characters that are in the Harmony path that share an element with a main DPS on their team. Holy crap, that's a lot of extra damage, and especially on Yukong, who's going to be on Don Hong's banner and Don Hong's team. If you can modify it in a certain way that Yukong isn't taking all your skill points, this is going to be an insane one to have on her, just because she already has traces for imaginary damage boosted. And then Landau's Choice, as I said before, really good on any preservation character. You want them to get hit, this is going to let them get hit. You want them to take less damage, this is going to help them take less damage. So overall, very good lineup. In all honesty, when it comes to the banner for Don Hong's Lightcone. Now I'm really excited to see what they're going to do for Fu Xuan's banner, because Fu Xuan's banner is going to make or break a lot of wallets, just because Fu Xuan and Link's coming out at the same exact time on the same banner. That's going to be a very nice sustainability banner for a lot of different accounts, and especially because preservation and abundance are roles or paths that don't come out as often, and especially with the Lightcones that could possibly come out with those characters, we have a lot to look forward to. And I will be making a video on Fu Xuan and her banner worth, because holy crap, do I think that's insane value over what we've seen in a minute. Because Lan Hong, he is a nice character, but his 4-stars in all honesty and his Lightcone, I just think that Fu Xuan is going to add more sustainability, add more future proofing to your account, but we'll see. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. See you on the next one. Let me know if you're pulling for Don Hong and his Lightcone. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.